I don't know if this video will be going out, to be honest. But if it does, it's been f***ing emotional. What's happening? If you're new here, quick catch up. This is day 2 of the road to 1000 ELO. So basically, I created a new account, Rago Games. I did my first 5 games that chess.com makes you do. And then depending on how well you get on, they give you an average ELO at the end of the 5 games. I won 4 out of the 5 games. It gave me an ELO of 716. So this is day 2. We're going to pick up from there. Road to 1000. And by the way, if you're here to learn something, you're probably on the wrong channel. Because I suck at chess, right? But I want to be good. I'm addicted. I've recently started playing. I can't get enough of it. So if you can watch this and you can see where I'm going wrong, because we're going to be losing games. Oh, we're going to be losing games. But if you can help me, point me in the right direction, leave it in the comments. Let's try and get to 1000 together. So we're 716 at the moment, as you can see down here. See the mouse? 716. That's the ELO. We're going to jump straight into our first game. And yeah, just see how we get on. So we know a couple of the basic principles. I'll try and talk my way through the game as much as I can. We're playing 10-minute rapids. Without further ado, let's get into this. So play online, 10-minute rapid, start game, theatre mode. Okay, so we're black against white. Gonna go with the king's pawn forward. Gonna protect it, bring the knight out for protection on the pawn. What's he doing? So he's allowed his queen out, which will then attack there, also down, or we could just bring it out one. Moral of the story, we just keep developing. So I am going to bring a second protector forward. Don't know if that's going to benefit me or not. Okay. So now he's got 2 attackers on my pawn, but I've also got 2 defenders. However, if he takes and I take, that leaves my queen exposed. And I don't really want to do that this early in the game. So what I am going to do is just bring my bishop out. Protect my queen. Okay. So we don't really want to be moving the same piece twice. So when I push this pony, wherever I'm going to put it, I need to know it's going to be staying there for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So then I can develop the rest of my pieces. Obviously, we want to get the pony out of the way. We don't want to go backwards. But at the same time, knights on the rim are grim, aren't they, apparently? However, in this particular scenario, I don't see any other option. I suppose moving left would be an advancement as well, but then where am I going? Let's just... But my gut is telling me to go this way, but then I'm blocking him a bishop now. Screw it. Knights on the rim are grim. Okay. If I push this pawn, he takes. I lose my pony, but I can also take. And then line to me up as well to then take with the second pawn I push. Because I'm going to push that pawn forward now. He takes, putting 2 pawns on the same file. I take with my queen. And then I've got 2 on this. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. I bring my queen out. Queen's attacking. Attacking. I've also got the second pawn. They do say don't bring your queen out too early, but I can always retreat her back. Okay, so we're not going to cross pawns. We'll just continue developing. What's that doing? So I think he's trying to come here, and then he will have his knight back in it. So what I'm going to do is bring my pawn forward to stop that plan from happening. He could take with his pony, but he's also blocked in the queen. Okay, so now my queen's exposed. I'll probably just bring my queen in, applying pressure to the pawn. Because we want to advance. Bringing her back doesn't really do anything for me, but at the same time it's sketchy having her out here on the field so early in the game. What we're at, 6 minutes. He's made a lot of moves in 1 minute. So that tells me he's not really thinking about what he's doing too much. What does that do? Hop in with the pony. With the pony. With the pony. And then put pressure on my queen. Okay. I'm thinking push the pawn. Saying that, bring my second pony out. He jumps in. I can take. He takes. Then he will take. Then I could take, and then he takes again. I lose a piece, but gain control of the center. If he hops the pony there, I can retreat. Okay, that does nothing. So now it's a case of, do I want to move my queen and take, which will apply pressure there on the pony on c3. If he moves that, it applies pressure on the rook, obviously leaving his queen to have to defend. It sort of, basically, if I take this pony on e5, it sort of takes all them pieces out of the game. Whereas if I take with my pawn, what does that do? Applying pressure. Now I'm thinking piece for piece. That's what I'm saying. So now I've got his rook on. But then he can take with the queen. I'm thinking just neutralize the threat right now. And then obviously he's going to take. And then I just move, get out the way. At this point, I am thinking retreat, because if I move to b5, he can take. If I move to a4, it's applying pressure on the queen. He's just going to take. However, if he does that, I could then take the rook, putting him in check. But the problem is, if I move the bishop there and he takes with his queen, that puts me in check. So first things first, I need to get my king out the way before I do that. But now he's going to take anyway. So that was a bit of a stupid move. However, hopefully he's not seen that move. Okay. Applying nothing there. Queen. Okay, I'm going to push this pawn forwards, bring the bishop out, and then we're on for the checkmate. Bishop out. Checkmate. Hopefully he's not seeing it and he doesn't drop this pawn or that pawn. I mean that pawn. If he doesn't drop that, it's on. Oh, you seeing it? Okay, second option. Get rid of that for starters. Still got the queen on the rook. But okay, so now what? You want to trade? I don't need to trade with you, boy. I don't need to trade with you. This is where it's getting messy, but I'm starting to lose time a bit here. I bring my rook across. Oh, snap. He takes, I take. If he moves that rook as well, we're on again. For the checkmate. I want to get my rook involved. What can I do here? Start advancing these pawns. Pardon me. Okay. He's making some good moves there. Can't move the queen there because then he will take. Can't go on that file because he can take. So it looks like I'm about to lose my bishop. And he's coming in for the checkmate. What can I do here to get out of this situation? I have to just go on gut instinct now. Not looking good. Where did I go wrong? Where did I go wrong? I think I was so hoping for that attack that we had when he dropped this pawn that I put all my eggs into one basket and then left my king open. I also pushed my king's pawns forward. I didn't castle early enough. A lot of mistakes made. Guys, help me out. Took way too long. He battered me in 3 minutes. So what? We just lost ELO big time there. I don't even know what it is. What do we lose? 6-6-2. Wow, that's a big drop. We're going straight into the next game. Okay, we're going to go with the stone wall. He's probably looking to go there, back in. But we'll just continue advancing our pieces. He's probably thinking, what's going on? What's he doing? Okay. So when you do the stone wall and you bring out the pony, this way you're supposed to back this again. So obviously that's sort of blocking my pony in. So now I want to get my pony out, I'll have to hop that way unless I don't mind being on the rim. What's that doing? Not a lot. But that tells me if he's going to castle, he'll probably be long castling now because he's pushed the pawn forwards. Continue our development. Yeah, so he's definitely not castling short side. He takes. I take. Is that it? Continue developing. Okay, he's trying to get his rook involved early here. So what I want to do is develop my other pieces and get kinged long ways. Castled long ways. So I got my pony out. Saying that's if I go that way, it's an extra move. So I just want to get it out early, but I'll do it last. I'm also going to bring my queen this side to help whatever battle he's trying to bring down this way. Protecting the, which is obviously that. Okay. So now what can you do? You can take that. You can take that. But I'm on. I'm protecting. Bit of a waste of time. Continue developing. A rook's worth more than basically every other piece. So if you want to trade, I'm happy to do that. I could also bring my king and just forget castling one space and just push the rook back out. Then he wastes a move. I could also bring my bishop down, doing the same thing. Obviously, I'm protecting my knight. So now he's just wasted a move and lost momentum. So I could also bring my rook across, offer the trade, and take him out, which I'll do. One battle at a time, eh? Hello? Okay, so he has offered the trade. Take him out. Still got protection on the pawn, so it's not hanging. He's got hanging pawn, though. Oh, no, he hasn't. He is protecting it. But I'm thinking, these are the files now that we want to go down. You know what I'm saying? So he's putting pressure on the bishop. What do I want to do? I think I want to continue castling and then attack down this file that he's opened up. So for that to happen, I will probably... Yeah, I'm thinking bring my queen out to g4 just because it gives me an opportunity to get in. If he takes my bishop, castling's off, but I can take with my king and then start getting the rook across to help the battle. That's the plan. It's amateur, I know, but this is as good as I am. Well, can you use the word good at this point? God diggity damn. Right, so now he's opened up. He's playing responsive chess. He's reacting. So could move out on the rim to h5. And then if it gets too hectic out here for the queen, I can always just push her back. But I don't want to retreat her just yet. Pardon me. And now I need to deal with this pony on e4. It's in my half of the board. And that's unacceptable behaviour. So he's dominating the centre of the board right now. I've got no other pawn on this, so if I take, he takes. But if he takes, I take, you take, you take. We both lose a pawn each and a piece each. I could bring my bishop to b5, pinning his king, or pinning his knight, because it will leave him in check, which he will then probably start moving these pawns, and then leave it and probably go that way, just to continue developing. Also, if I can get rid of this pony and c6, I can bring my queen across and start applying some checks around there. And in the process of them checks, try and deal with all these suckers in the middle of the board. He'll probably drop a pawn from a7 to a6, in which case I will drop my bishop. Okay, so he's continuing with this. I take, you take, I take, sort of jobby. But surely you're not going to offer up that. Didn't think so. Drop the bishop. I can also retreat. Putting pressure on the pony again. This point doesn't look like anyone's castling. But this is what happens when you play at these levels. All principles just sort of go out the window. Tell you what, actually. So he could bring his pony in now, which I can take, so I'm not worried about that. He's also lost all these. This is where this queen comes in from the earlier plan. Need to get this pawn out of the way as well. If I can get these bishops involved and the queen, the pony, start developing this attack down the right, which we said we were going to do originally. But this is what happens, you get sucked into what they're doing, you know what I mean? But even if I do check him, he drops. So really, before I make that check, okay. Let's just see what happens with the old check. Alright. Playing that game. This is where it might get... Oh! What a fool. What a fool. What a fool. Hopefully just does something stupid. I was supposed to bring my queen down further. I need to clear up this middle board. I take, you take. Oh no. This just got stupid real quick. You can't move his bishop because his king's pinned. But I can't take this bishop just yet because... Oh, great. Okay. It's over. It's all over. Oh. Suck ass at this game. I suck ass at this game. That's all because I lost my queen. Straight in the next one. Right, we're just going for it now. Just going to try and conquer the centre of the boards. That's the only principle I'm looking to keep right now. Because I am not good enough to anticipate what he's doing. Because he doesn't even know what he's doing. You jump now, I take. You jump now, I take. I take with the pony. You take with the bishop. Your bishop's then pinning my king. But if you take, I take. Applying pressure on the pony now, so he's going to want to move it. Either way, in that exchange, 4 pieces are going. Saying that, I would come out top trumps there. Could also, if he doesn't take it, move the bishop to c6. Push my queen out. Castle. That's the plan. Nice and quick moves as well. While he's farting around. Try and keep that time on my side. Okay. I'm going to get the castle in. Develop my final piece. Connect the rooks. Start the middle game. That's done nothing. I know I said don't. Okay. That's the queen gone again. Do you know what? I'll turn this into a blitz game right now, mate. That's what's happening. Queen or no queen. Can't believe I've lost my queen on 2 games. Even when I'm trying to think about everything that I'm doing and I'm anticipating it, stick to the principles. He's got 2 attackers. There's 2 defenders. I'm still losing. Okay. You'll probably bounce there. Can't go there. Could go there. Okay. Get the rooks involved. Started advancing these 2. Get the rooks on G and F. Because that's where his king is. That's where we're trying to get to. So why fart around on this side of the board? That's my trail of thought. Probably wrong. But my queen's gone. Okay. Applying pressure to the knight. What can I do? Jump the knight here. Then you take. So no point going there. Retreat it. Yeah. Keep them in the game. At this point, I can't afford to start trading pieces because I'm down. You know what I'm saying? So I'll bring my rook over on F first because that's the same file as the king. Once I've done that, bring my second rook to G. Start advancing these stinky ass pawns. That's my plan. I'm sure he's going to try and put a stop to that. Could go there. Maybe I should pull this pawn forward first. B7 to B6. What have you done there? I take. You take. I take. You take. Do you know what? I'll do it. That's what you want to do. I'll do it. It's where I'm at. Want to start swinging? We can start swinging. Guy's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. He obviously knows he comes out better there. But the beauty of it is, okay, so I take, you take. He's got my rook activated actually, so if he jumps in I can take. My king, sorry. So I can take his four-legged friend. Okay. That's no good for me. Now I don't need to bring my king anymore because the threat's gone. I'll start advancing this pawn. I'll probably just go 2 squares straight to f5. What does that do? Not a lot, baby girl. You take, I take. I take again, putting you pinned, which will allow me to then take again. Pinned. Go there, pinned. You take. Thing is, he's got his queen down there, but there's nothing back in it. So if you do drop, I bounce out, and then you're on. Okay, this is what we wanted. So now, no, sorry. Take. Pin. I mean check, sorry. You take. Check. Take. Take. And then that leaves me with what? One rook against the queen. It's not going to be ideal, is it? Saying that, if I push the rook first, swing the other rook under, even though, like, I've offered to trade, okay. Oh, forgot about it. It's all done. It's all done. All done. You can't take. I didn't even click that. The Nah, I've just been cheated. Cheating bastards. I don't know if this video will be going out, to be honest. But if it does, it's been emotional.